You're not going to believe this, but the dream of living on Mars might actually become a reality sooner than we thought. Scientists have been working tirelessly, and they've uncovered some mind-blowing methods that could potentially transform the red planet into a habitable world for humans. I'm talking about creating an atmosphere, liquid water, and even moderating the temperature to make it feel like a nice summer day on Earth. Sounds crazy, right? But stick with me because this is going to blow your mind. For decades, the idea of terraforming Mars, that is, modifying its environment to make it more Earth-like and suitable for human habitation, has been the stuff of science fiction. But now, thanks to incredible technological advancements and our ever-growing understanding of the Martian landscape, this far-fetched concept is inching closer to reality. Imagine being among the first pioneers to set foot on a transformed Mars, breathing in a newly created atmosphere and gazing upon vast oceans and lush greenery. It's a future that could open up unprecedented opportunities for human exploration, scientific discovery, and even the establishment of permanent settlements beyond our home planet. In this video, we're going into the fascinating world of terraforming Mars. We'll explore the cutting-edge techniques that scientists are proposing, from releasing greenhouse gases to warm up the planet's surface, to introducing specialized microbes that could help create a breathable atmosphere. We'll also discuss the potential challenges and ethical considerations that come with such an ambitious endeavor. So, buckle up, because this is going to be an out-of-this-world journey that will leave you dreaming of a future where humans conquer the final frontier and make their mark on an entirely new world. Now, before we get too carried away with visions of Martian cities and interplanetary vacations, let's take a step back and look at the monumental challenges that lie ahead. Terraforming Mars is no small feat, and there are several significant obstacles that scientists need to overcome to make this dream a reality. First and foremost, Mars lacks a thick atmosphere, unlike Earth, which has a rich, dense atmosphere that protects us from harmful solar radiation and helps regulate temperature. Mars has a very thin atmosphere, composed mostly of carbon dioxide. This thin atmosphere means that the surface of Mars is exposed to intense radiation from the sun, making it a hostile environment for human life. To create a habitable atmosphere, we would need to find a way to thicken it, possibly by releasing greenhouse gases to trap heat and create a more stable climate. Another major challenge is the absence of liquid water on the Martian surface. While there is evidence of water ice at the poles and possibly underground, the surface of Mars is incredibly dry. Water is essential for all known forms of life, and without it, sustaining human colonies would be impossible. Scientists are exploring various methods to extract and utilize this water ice, but the process is complex and would require significant technological advancements. Temperature regulation is also a critical issue. Mars is much colder than Earth, with average temperatures hovering around 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 62 degrees Celsius. To make Mars habitable, we would need to find ways to warm the planet, possibly through the use of large-scale mirrors to reflect sunlight or by introducing greenhouse gases to create a warming effect. However, these methods come with their own set of challenges and potential risks. Lastly, we must consider the planet's weak magnetic field. Unlike Earth, Mars does not have a strong magnetic field to protect it from solar winds and cosmic radiation. This lack of protection means that any atmosphere we create could be stripped away over time, and humans on the surface would be exposed to dangerous levels of radiation. Developing technologies to shield future Martian inhabitants from this radiation is a critical hurdle that must be addressed. These challenges are daunting, but they are not insurmountable. With continued research, innovation, and international collaboration, the dream of terraforming Mars could one day become a reality. In the next part of our video, we'll explore some of the groundbreaking solutions that scientists are proposing to tackle these obstacles and bring us one step closer to making Mars our second home. Stay tuned. So, How exactly do we go about transforming Mars into a habitable world? One of the primary strategies for warming Mars involves releasing greenhouse gases into its atmosphere. Greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide and methane, trap heat and can significantly raise the planet's temperature. There are several ways to introduce these gases. Melting polar ice caps. Mars' polar ice caps contain vast amounts of CO2 trapped in the form of dry ice. By melting these ice caps, we could release this CO2 into the atmosphere. Some radical proposals even suggest using thermonuclear explosions to rapidly melt the ice, although this method comes with significant risks and ethical concerns. Giant space mirrors. Another intriguing idea is to deploy massive mirrors in space to reflect sunlight onto the Martian surface, particularly the polar regions. These mirrors would focus solar energy, warming the surface and releasing trapped CO2. While theoretically sound, this method would require enormous mirrors, at least 125 kilometers in radius, to be effective. Manufacturing greenhouse gases. In situ. We could also produce greenhouse gases directly on Mars. This would involve setting up industrial facilities to manufacture gases like perfluorocarbons, PFCs, potent greenhouse gases. To be sustainable, these facilities would need to be powered by renewable energy sources, such as solar or nuclear power. Creating artificial magnetic fields. Another critical aspect of terraforming Mars is protecting its surface from harmful solar radiation. Earth's magnetic field shields us from solar winds and cosmic rays, but Mars lacks a strong natural magnetic field. To address this, scientists have proposed creating an artificial magnetosphere, orbital solenoids. One approach involves placing large solenoids, essentially giant coils of wire, either on the Martian surface or in orbit around the planet. These solenoids would generate a strong magnetic field to deflect solar wind and protect the atmosphere from being stripped away. Phobos-based magnetic shield. A more innovative idea leverages Mars' moon, Phobos. We could generate a magnetic field by creating a ring of charged particles around Mars, using Phobos as a base. This would involve setting up a system to ionize particles and maintain their flow around the planet, creating a protective shield. Lagrange point magnetic shield. Another proposal suggests placing a large magnetic dipole at the Mars-Sun L1 Lagrange point. This dipole would generate a magnetic field that could cover the entire planet, providing comprehensive protection from solar radiation. This method, while ambitious, could offer a more stable and long-term solution. While the challenges of terraforming Mars are immense, recent breakthroughs and experiments have brought us closer than ever to understanding how we can potentially transform the red planet into a habitable world. One of the most exciting developments is NASA's MOXIE, Mars Oxygen In Situ Resource Utilization Experiment on the Perseverance rover. This groundbreaking technology has successfully demonstrated the ability to produce oxygen from the carbon dioxide in Mars's atmosphere, a crucial step towards creating a breathable environment for future human explorers. Another promising avenue is the study of specialized microorganisms that could help kickstart a Martian biosphere. Researchers are investigating cyanobacteria and other photosynthetic organisms that thrive in low-light conditions and could potentially convert Mars' atmosphere into a more oxygen-rich and hospitable one. While still in the early stages, these biological approaches could complement the large-scale engineering efforts required for terraforming. The prospect of terraforming Mars is a monumental undertaking that pushes the boundaries of human ingenuity and our collective drive to explore the unknown. From releasing greenhouse gases to warm the planet's surface, to creating artificial magnetic fields to protect against solar radiation, the proposed methods are as audacious as they are fascinating. Yet, the potential rewards are equally profound. Transforming Mars into a habitable world could open up unprecedented opportunities for human expansion into the solar system, ensuring our long-term survival as a species and unlocking new frontiers for scientific discovery and technological advancement. While the challenges are daunting and the path ahead is uncertain, the human spirit has always been driven by a relentless curiosity and a desire to push the limits of what is possible. Terraforming Mars may seem like a distant dream today, but with continued research, innovation, and international collaboration, we may one day witness the transformation of a barren, inhospitable world into a thriving, Earth-like oasis in the cosmos. If the idea of transforming an entire planet captivates you as much as it does me, I encourage you to explore more videos and resources on space exploration and terraforming. There's a wealth of information out there from the latest scientific developments. And of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the possibility of making Mars habitable. Do you think it's a worthy goal for humanity? What excites or concerns you about the prospect of terraforming? Share your perspectives in the comments below, and let's continue this fascinating conversation together.